Let's look at the best options to get to the Mount Fuji Five Lakes area from Tokyo. These options will get you there quickly and efficiently, whether you are going to visit the 5th station of Mount Fuji or take in the views of Lake Kawaguchiko and Chureito Pagoda. I'll also explain how you can continue on to Kyoto or Osaka after your visit to the Mount Fuji area. The fastest and most economical way is by express bus. There are several places in Tokyo where you can catch the bus, including Tokyo Station, Shibuya, Shinjuku, Ikebukuro, and others. There are multiple bus companies and many departures throughout the day. You probably want to get there in the morning. Book your tickets in advance as the morning seats often sell out quickly. I recommend booking a month in advance if you already know your dates you'll be traveling. And here are two bus company options, highwaybuses.jp and kosokubus.jp. The faster buses leave from Shinjuku Station and it will take about an hour and 45 minutes. So this depends on which station you leave from. If you left from Shibuya Station, it could take as long as 2 hours and 30 minutes. The cost of a one-way ticket runs between 1,900 and 2,200 Japanese yen for an adult. Child seats are usually half that amount. Also of note, many bus companies do not allow you to purchase tickets at the station, so please purchase them online. On your way to Kawaguchiko Station, expect the bus to stop a few times, including at Fuji Highland Amusement Park, and some of the buses will continue all the way up to the 5th station of Mount Fuji, Subaru. Now, if you get motion sickness, you may want to opt for the second option, express trains. There are a few train options, but if you want to get there the fastest and don't want to have to change trains on your way to Kawaguchiko Station, then catch the Fuji Excursion Limited Express from Shinjuku Station. It takes about 2 hours to get to Kawaguchiko Station. The total cost for a one-way ticket from Shinjuku Station to Kawaguchiko Station on the Fuji Excursion Limited Express is 4,130 Japanese yen for an adult, and a child would be half that amount. The price includes both the base fare ticket as well as your limited express train ticket. So you will have 2 tickets. Otherwise, there are a few other express trains throughout the day, such as the Azusa and the Kaiji. However, those you will need to change trains at Otsuki Station. The reserved train tickets are reserved only, so you need to purchase them in advance. And you will also have an assigned seat. And a pro tip, when you are buying your tickets directly from JR, you can purchase up to 30 days in advance. My guess is that you want to take an early morning train, and these fill up really fast just like the buses, but probably even faster since there's less trains. So as soon as you are within your 30-day window of when you can purchase a ticket, please do that. Because again, those morning tickets, they sell out fast. And if you'd like to plan even earlier than that, you can book up to 90 days in advance through Klook. However, when you purchase through Klook, Klook won't actually purchase those tickets on your behalf until you are within that 30 window, since that is also when they can purchase them from JR. However, there is a small chance that those tickets will sell out even before they get to buy them. If that does happen, Klook will refund you. So again, your tickets will not be issued until you are within that 30-day window. When purchasing through an agent like Klook, you don't actually receive tickets. Instead, you receive a voucher or a QR code, which you scan in at the reservation ticketing machine to receive your tickets. Once you're in Japan, that is. We have a separate video explaining the process for purchasing Shinkansen tickets, but this is exactly the same. Link will be in the description below. If you purchase from the official JR website, you will receive a confirmation code. You want to bring that along with your passport to the JR ticketing office to get your tickets. If you have a JR pass, then you can ride on any of the trains on the Chuo line all the way up to Otsuki Station. From Otsuki Station onward, you will be switching to the Fuji Railway, which is a separate company. So you need to purchase a separate ticket.
If you will be based in Tokyo for your Japan trip and you just want to take side trips to places like Mount Fuji or Nikko, you may want to purchase the JR Tokyo Wide Pass. This pass covers train transportation all the way from Tokyo to Kawaguchiko Station. It covers both the JR trains as well as the Fuji Railway. So it's the only JR pass that will get you all the way to Kawaguchiko Station without additional expense. Once you're in the area though, it does not cover the buses. Within the Five Lakes area, public transportation includes the Fuji Railway, which will take you places like the Chureito Pagoda. However, most of the local public transportation is by bus. You might want to get a local transportation pass so that you don't have to pay every single time. For our spring trip, we will be getting the Mount Fuji Pass. This covers unlimited rides on both trains as well as buses in the area, and it covers admission to some of the attractions, as well as the panoramic ropeway and sightseeing boat on Lake Kawaguchi. And you can also get discounts at many of the local businesses. You can choose between a 1, 2, or 3-day pass. Many people come to the Five Lakes area just as a day trip. However, there is so much to do in the area, I recommend staying a bit longer. I'll link to the Mount Fuji Pass in the description box below. If you'd like to opt for something less expensive but also less inclusive, you can purchase a bus pass at Kawaguchiko Station. It includes unlimited rides on the buses on the red, green, and blue tourist routes. But that bus pass doesn't cover the train.
How to get to 5th Station Subaru from Kawaguchiko Station. Take the Fuji-Q hiking bus bound for Mount Fuji, 5th Station Subaru. It takes about 50 minutes. The cost is $2,800 round trip per adult or $1,400 for a child. This bus is seasonal, so please make sure you check the schedule to be sure it is running when you'll be visiting. But for sure, it will be running during the summer peak months of hiking Mount Fuji between early July and early September. How would I continue to Kyoto or Osaka? The fastest way would be to backtrack on the Chuo line to Hachioji Station. From Hachioji Station, change to the Yokohama line bound for Shin Yokohama Station. At Shin Yokohama Station, hop on the Tokaido Shinkansen, which will take you to Kyoto and Osaka. Now there are 3 Shinkansen trains you can take on the Tokaido Shinkansen, the Kodama, the Hikari, and the Nozomi. I recommend you only take the Hikari or Nozomi as those are the fastest, and the Kodama is the slowest because it will stop at every station along the way. The time it will take you to get from Otsuki Station to Kyoto Station will be about 3 hours and 30 minutes, depending on which Shinkansen you take. And unless you have the JR Pass, you are going to have to purchase individual Shinkansen tickets and additional train tickets to get all the way to Kyoto and Osaka. If you want a slower and more scenic route, I highly recommend you continue on by either the Kaiji or the Azusa towards Matsumoto. It will stop at Shiojiri Station where you will want to change to the Shinano line where it will bring you all the way down to Nagano where you can switch back on to the Tokaido Shinkansen to Kyoto. This route will take longer, closer to 5 hours, but you could stop off along the way such as visiting Matsumoto and its hidden gems. We have a video on that, we'll link to it in the description below. And as you continue on south on the Shinano Express, you can visit the Nakasendo Trail, also highly recommended. Now you know the easiest and most efficient way to go from Tokyo to Mount Fuji. We'll be making our next trip to the Kawaguchiko area in the springtime, so make sure you're subscribed for more travel tips about Japan. Thanks for watching.